Hello friends, welcome to MovieRecap NL, and today we present to you a comedy film of the genre Women's Island, filmed in 2018. According to legends, on the southern coast of the Pacific Ocean, there was an island inhabited only by women. Among the people, it was called the Virgin Island, and the women there were different from ordinary people in that their honor was strictly protected. All those who tried to find the island disappeared. Most people only dreamed of going there. Among them were some brave ones. Although dozens of expeditions were sent, none of them yielded any results. Then, through the radio, it was announced that a new expedition would be sent to find Virgin Island. These stories are not just myths or fairy tales. Its ancestor had also found the island, but after him, the island seekers. Even if Van tries to believe, the locals hypnotized his ancestor and deceived him, imprisoning him with their own hands. Van decides to make one last attempt at an expedition. He is determined to carry out his ancestor's hard mission. Upon arrival at the port, the young man meets a friend who served in the army. His friend says that they are looking for spies and that both of them will go on this journey. Johnson's men give a GPS tracker to signal if necessary and to find them if they perish. The journey begins and the young men start chasing the spies from the middle of the path. But after 2 months in the open ocean, their mood worsens. Their GPS navigator breaks due to constant use. Their lack of understanding of the sea map destroys their hopes of escaping to Saudi Arabia. One day, Van stays at the camp and thinking about his fate, suddenly a bomb falls nearby. Opening his eyes, he sees the shaking of the encircled ship, which means the nearby Erber League is present. Looking closely, Van realizes this is the third Kiagakma's League and that they are guarding the searched island. The young men prepare to go to the shore, but the strong waves don't allow them to do so. They have to steer the ship narrowly and reach the shore carefully. Van, with his eyes open, sees that traps are set around. Van tries to act stealthily, but the guards don't respond and keep watching them. These guards try to deceive them, but this does not give the expected result. On the contrary, they arrest the young men and imprison them in cages. The leader of the women's tribe, the patriarch, arrives first. Only a few people come to the island, but they are experienced seafarers. Indeed, the beautiful women have lived here for 500 years without drinking, but the women do not respond to the men and keep them imprisoned. After the women leave, Van secretly takes a knife, tries to escape, but his friend convinces him to wait until night. At night, they try to escape with the knife. They fall into a hunter's trap, and Van, entering the girl's tent, is about to be buried alive when he sees this. Unfortunately, the young man cannot leave unnoticed. The girl sees it and screams loudly, gathering all the tribesmen. The young man is brought to the patriarch and the women. According to their customs, if a man is seen without clothes by their women, he must be severely punished. When unexpected guests come to the house, a man comes in to save his friend. The young man, using his only remaining wealth, skillfully defends himself. But all the tribe members demand to strictly punish the uninvited guests. But before that, the patriarch wants to know why they came. Van gives his story, and the tribe leader tells his acquaintance, revealing that he has been looking for him and that if found, a severe punishment awaits him and his son. The patriarch takes the guests to a sacred tree and orders them to keep peace. The young men do not harm the locals. The girl Van watches arrives and approaches the young man, signaling that she can free them, and then she frees them. Although she dislikes them, she will not kill them. Despite this, the young men cannot leave and fall into traps set in the forest. In the morning, they come to the tribe with hands tied to the sacred tree. The ritual of stopping those who want to harm the young men is announced because one of the girls is. They chase the criminals, go to the dangerous cliff hopping to escape, but Van stops and breathes deeply, saving the girl. The guests are brought to the patriarch's tent. The wounded girl Chinhua asks the rescuers to apologize to her elders. Besides this, the girl and the patriarch lets the young men go, but orders them to leave quickly. However, the young men shoot and warn the sacred tree's guardians. The patriarch orders strict punishment, but this homeland offers the young men one last chance, asking them to take responsibility. The patriarch gives the young men another chance, but with the condition that within 3 months they must return the tree to the city. If they fail, a severe punishment awaits them. The young men clean the tree, hope to preserve it, and plant it in a ditch. Over time, they begin to adapt to the village, helped by their skills. They gradually become members of the tribe. Despite the gifts of Chin Gua, laughter, and gifts, their life continues. Van notices that the GPS signals are being disrupted and sees that Elon is learning about this in advance. The young man starts rescuing the girl and they become close, but such. The sacred tree begins to bloom, blessing everyone with 3 types of fruit. Van enjoys the dance, happy about how long he has lived. He thinks about how ready he is to protect the girl and this village. The patriarch in winter regrets the trick played on them. The magical strike that took the boy away with him allowed many women and elders to preserve their youth. In the morning, Mundestin, his ancestor, takes the last diary he saw. The diary shows that his ancestors' good hopes were the reason he never returned and that the girl's safety was the reason for this secret. After reading his ancestors' words, Van decides to use the tracker so that Johnson's men won't come here. The enemies are noisy but continue their work. The enemies who came to the patriarch inform Johnson that they must come here quickly. They gather their women and girls planning to leave the island, but other plans are underway. They prepare to receive guests and the girls treat them hospitably, influencing them. The spies fall into a trap prepared by the young men and the young men await them. They recognize this island as different from the others and do not trust the strange customs. Then, the young men come to understand some strange arrivals, some strange arrivals, some strange arrivals, some strange arrivals. Thus, the patriarch's strict control over the tribe's life forces the hidden enemy to leave. But entering the forest, the guards succeed in catching them. After Van puts on a bomb suit, if anything happens, he will explode it and stop the attack, and the others will understand the destruction caused. The old witch in the forest plans to attack the camp and sneak out, but the girls themselves come out to help the friends. During the conflict, a sudden window breaks and an explosion occurs 30 seconds later. Van, understanding the inevitable danger. The explosion occurs and the girl in the cliff cries for the friends she saved. But Van opens his eyes again on the cliff and thinks about the new chance given to the island. With this, the film ends. Friends, thank you for watching. Please leave your thoughts about the film in the comments and like the video.